Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we will present our workflow teaching reading, My Favorite Food, as final project micro teaching presentation. Before we do our presentation, let us introduce ourselves. My name is Diah Ningtias, and my friends.
My name is Kayla Devona Ignacia Irawan.
My name is Nesa Listiara Dewi.
My name is Alifia Febriana Putri. So, before we starting the lesson, I would like to introduce the topic and learning objective for today's reading activity. The topic is my favorite food, and the focus skill is reading comprehension. There are three learning objectives in this session. First, student will be able to understand basic vocabulary related to food, such as taste, texture, ingredients, and origin. And second, student will be able to read a short descriptive text and identify detailed information accurately. Third, student will be able to organize information from the text into a simple visual diagram such as a mind mapping or a word cloud. These objectives are designed to help students not only understand the content of the text but also develop their ability to analyze and present information in a meaningful way.
Okay, next is I will explain about pre-reading stage. So in this stage, the pedagogical goals are vocabulary identification and brainstorming, matching meatball ingredients and triggering student interest, and then the student and then the selected stack is PowerPoint or PPT. And then the purpose is introduce basic vocabulary such as meatballs, noodles, beef broth visually. So the activity that will be carried out in this pre-reading stage is guessing the foods shown in this PowerPoint. Can you click the hyperlink, please? Okay, so here there is a picture of food. Then the teacher asks student, can you guess this food? So, and then the student must answer the name of the food. Please click this slide. And then after that, to find out the answer, we can click on the PowerPoint slide and the name of the food will appear. So this food is bakso or meatball. And then after that, student must also guess the ingredients of the food. Please click this slide. Okay. When the teacher display this slide, the teacher asks student, can you guess the ingredients? And then the student must answer each question one by one. To find the correct answer, click on the slide and the answer will appear and so on. Okay. Okay, so here students are encouraged to guess before diving into the material. Since this topic is about a favorite food, which is meatballs, so the teacher can create an activity where they guess the food and its ingredients. And then the next, we can move into the whilst reading.
Okay, next we move to the whilst reading stage, which is the main activity of the lesson. In this stage, we use two pedagogical goals. The first is multiple choice question and the second is information search activities. After reading this descriptive text about food, students will answer several multiple choice questions to check their general understanding of the text. This is here the text for information search activities. And after reading descriptive text about food, student will answer several multiple choice questions to check their general understanding of the text. Then they will complete an information search task by identifying specific details such as food taste, texture, and ingredient, and also main characteristic. To support this activity, we use Google Form as the selected technology. Alright, to support this activity, we use Google Form as the selected technology. Google Form allows students to submit their answer quickly and provide immediate result, making the assessment process more efficient and interactive. The purpose of this stage is to train student reading comprehension skills and help them locate important information accurately from the text.
And the next, we move to the post-reading stage. The pedagogical goal of this stage is mind mapping. In this activity, students reorganize information from the descriptive text into a visual diagram. We use Canva because it provides simple and attractive templates for creating mind maps. After reading the text, students identify important information such as the origin, taste, ingredient, texture, color, and characteristic of the food. Then they create a mind map in Canva and organize the information into different branches. For example, students create a mind map about bakso by include information about its origin, taste, ingredients, texture, color, and characteristic. After completing the mind map, students briefly present their work. This activity helps students understand the descriptive text better and organize information visually. Now I will show an example of a mind map created using Canva. As we can see, the information from the text is organized into several categories. This makes the content easier to understand, remember, and present. And the next.
Now I will explain how we assess students' activities during the My Favorite Food reading lesson. For formative assessment during the process, we observe students' active guessing of food pictures in the pre-reading stage. We also check their accuracy in multiple choice questions during the whilst reading stage using automated data from Google Forms. So this helps us see how well they understand the information in the text immediately. Then the summative assessment for final product, we evaluate students' creativity and content accuracy in the mind maps they create using Canva. The goal is to measure their understanding of descriptive text structure, including food identification and characteristic. Next. Okay, now let's reflect on the use of technology, pedagogy, and content through feedback. For the content knowledge, the material is a short functional descriptive text about food. It focuses on the text structure, food, food identification, characteristics, and related to vocabulary. And then there are pedagogical knowledge. So the teaching strategies are implemented in three stages. There are pre, whilst, and post-reading. Techniques like brainstorming and mind mapping ensure student-centered learning. And for the last, there are technological knowledge. So the technologies used include Google Forms, PowerPoint, and Canva. These tools support efficient delivery of materials and assessment. That's all from our group. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.